YouTube, how y'all guys are doing today? Weirdo gang, if you in here, put Weirdo gang in the chat. You know what I'm saying? We're a strong nation. We're a strong motherfucking army. You know, we got Mr. NBA YoungBoy granted 100K bond in 2024 court hearing. Now, this has been going all over. YoungBoy, little court hearing and shit. He coming at like he innocent. Whole time he have orchestrated a whole motherfucking scam skeezel for the fucking pills and promethazine and shit. He was up in Utah. He was bored. Do not send that fucking boy back to Utah. Let's go. Man, why be coming the door like that? That bitch look like a mix. There's no way YoungBoy in real fucking jail. Dude, this nigga still got the dagger on his face. He still got the dagger in his face. So I got high level security on it. He touching. He damn, stop touching him. He happened to be by YoungBoy. Chill. Nigga. Us celebrities, we know what be going on. Like, we know how this shit feel. We know people want to touch us and just be, you know, nigga just want to get you because you a celebrity. By me being a big celebrity, I be knowing shit like that be going on. So, you know, I know what to do in them situations.
All rise. Court for the first judicial district of the state of Utah and for the county of Cass is now
in the fucking state of Utah.
The Honorable Judge Spencer D. Walt is presiding. You may be seated.
All right, good morning. Let's call the case of State of Utah versus Kentrell Deshaun Galden, case 241100468. Counsel, please state your names for the record.
Aaron Jossie for the state. Drew Finling and Zach Finling on behalf of Mr. Galden.
Fuck y'all!
All right.
Don't y'all ever go against Kentrell like that? Fuck y'all!
We're here today for a preliminary hearing and a bail hearing. I've had the opportunity to meet with the attorneys in chambers, and it does appear that there has been some type of arrangement reached between the parties. Mr. Finling, would you like to go ahead and state that for the record, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, counsel for the state and myself have been in negotiation really since yesterday, but throughout this morning, and I've explained those negotiations to Mr. Galden. We are going to waive a preliminary hearing in this matter.
Yeah. Why YoungBoy cut that motherfucking mustache off when he get out of jail? Looking ass.
In exchange for that, a bond will be set at $100,000. Mr. Galden will be able to use a commercial company to make that bond. That will be an aggregate bond covering everything in total, as contained in the charging instrument.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Finling. Mr. Keller, does that accurately represent the agreement that's been reached between the state and Mr. Galden?
Yes, it does, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Galden, have you had enough time to speak to your attorneys about this decision to waive your right to your preliminary hearing?
Yes.
All right. Do you understand that the standard at a preliminary hearing is a much lower...
Damn, stop zooming in on this nigga.
That the standard at a preliminary hearing is a much lower burden of proof that the government would have to meet than at trial. So instead of proof beyond a reasonable doubt, it's a lower burden of proof, which is there a reasonable belief that a crime was committed by you? And the court has to view all the evidence that it would receive in a light most favorable to the government, to the prosecution. Understanding that legal standard and having had discussions with your attorneys, do you hereby waive your right to your preliminary hearing?
Yes.
All right. The court finds that Mr. Galden has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to his preliminary hearing, he will be bound over for trial on all the charges set forth in the information, the charging document in this case. Bail will be set through stipulation of the parties at $100,000. That will be bondable.
Let that criminal out! Let that criminal out! Let that fucking criminal out! Yeah. Yeah. Let that criminal out! Yeah. Like that. Let that criminal out. That nigga ain't do it. That nigga, what's his name? That fat botch body bitch. Finesse 2 times got young boy locked up. Fuck that. That's who got young boy locked up. Finesse two times, big body ass. That's who got that nigga locked up. He is not representing the fat community. Right. And by me being a chair member of the fat community, I want this nigga removed.
And in talking to the attorneys, it sounds like...
Is that Yaya? That's 33 Mama Monique. Who the fuck is that nigga? That's his godparents.
they would like to set this out for an arraignment at a later point in time. Mr. Finley, would you like to go ahead and articulate anything specific related to that?
Yes, Your Honor. As discussed in chambers, even, and I explained to Mr. Golden, even if it's set up for arraignment, say in 60 days, the court has made it clear through discussion with counsel, if there is a resolution well before then, we're welcome to come back before Your Honor at any point in the future.
Okay, very good. So we'll set Mr. Galden's arraignment out in about 60 days. That arraignment would take place through WebEx. We'll have Mr. Galden brought here to the courthouse, and then if Mr. Finley would like to appear remotely for that hearing, he may do so. Also, if the attorneys reach some sort of resolution prior to those 60 days expiring, then...
Them pills had crack in them. Why the fuck young boy was even trying to get drugs in a scam? You got all that money. That fucking boy is bored. Whoever put young boy in Utah, y'all should have kept him on that Baton Rouge soul.
just reach out to Angie, and we'll get that on my calendar in a timely fashion. Angie, a date about 60 days out for that arraignment on a Monday morning, probably. July 1st, at what time? 9? Okay, so that would be July 1st at 9 a.m. or 1:30 p.m. Mountain Time, whatever you'd prefer.
Either one.
Okay, let's do 9 a.m.
9 a.m. Mountain Time. It's a difference in the mountain.
Does that work for the state?
It does, yes.
All right, Mr. Galden, your arraignment will be July 1st, 9 a.m. You'll be brought over from the Cache County Jail, assuming that you're still incarcerated. If not, you'd be able to appear remotely for that hearing as well, or appear in person, whatever your preference would be. Is there anything else that needs to be stated on the record here today or in person?
I'm confused. I thought he had a bond. Why is he still... I'm confused. Can y'all help me out in the comments? I'm confused.
If not, you'd be able to appear remotely for that hearing as well, or appear in person, whatever your preference would be. Is there anything else that needs to be stated on the record here today, counsel?
Not on behalf of Mr. Golden.
Nothing further from the state.
All right, with that, we'll conclude this hearing. Court is adjourned.
Yeah, that bitch ugly. That nigga ugly as fuck. I love my moo-moo. We put them straight on the news. Chopper singing like ooh. Put them straight on the news. Ooh. The chopper singing like ooh.
Switch to Chrome to stay in sync across devices, so your tabs go everywhere you go.
We put them straight on the news. The chopper singing like ooh. Ooh. What he say? Ooh, we put him straight on the news. Them choppers singing like ooh. Bitch get trapped. One thing about that bitch, he gon' crash out. He's gonna crash out. That nigga gon' crash the fuck out. He spunt that bitch, boy. Ain't no nigga can spunt that bitch out better than Contrell. Boy, you's a fuck up. You know that? Contrell, you just do shit. He don't even put no forethought into it. Fuck it. I'm send 60 niggas to go give me some drugs. Fuck it. Contrell, why? I don't know. Fuck it. Send him. Yeah, that nigga stupid. All that motherfucking money up in that motherfucker, cuz. Nigga, you could have been in that jail cell, cuz. I'm gonna be honest with you. Them folks, all you had to do is sit there and do your little time. That's it. Nigga, Contrell said, fuck it. But appreciate y'all for watching this reaction. Let's catch me in the next one.